second round of the IMBA tournament. As we can see, we have VOR, Voice of Reason on the bottom side in orange, and we have Tag Pebble, UEF, in pinky colour. As we can see, Tag Pebble is going for a mass extractor, 2 mass extractors and 2 power generators after he's built his land factory. And he's also got his ACU, his land factory, to do a waypoint all the way around the end of VOR. As we can see, VOR has got an attack move set out on his land factory, so the engineers start reclaiming stuff within quite a large radius. It's kind of like a patrol move, but a lot more efficient and a lot better. As we can see, we've also got Tag Pebble sending out a mech marine. He's just building the second one now. So see, Tag Pebble's going for a quick raid on VOR's base and his engineers. So we can see VOR has got his 2 more mass extractors, 2 power generators and his second land factory built, queued. So this will be quite interesting to see how both of them play. As we can see, VOR is now setting up his lab scouting party. And if we have a look at Tag Pebble, Pebble's building 1 more power generator and he's starting his second land factory. As you can see, VOR is starting to build mantises out, so obviously he's got his little scout party set up with 1 scout and hunter, while Pebble's got his mech marines on patrol move at the bottom. As we can see, VOR is building his hydrocarbon power plant, and Pebble has got 2 engineers on a build queue to build his hydrocarbon power plant. So we can see this. So this is going to be quite interesting. 2 different styles of play. VOR and Pebble, who like to do stuff completely out of the blue and quite out of the blue. As we can see, Fins of Avenge is quite a small map, but there is 2 islands on both top left and bottom right, consisting of a science lab, T2 point defense, T1 anti-air unit, a radar, a power generator and 2 mech points. So as we can see, VOR has got his hunter and the mantises. Has just got past the VOR Tag Pebble's mech marine, which literally had no chance. As we can see, Tag Pebble has successfully killed the engineer producing the hydrocarbon power plant, but now VOR is onto that engineer. But that mech marine will now start attacking the other engineer of VOR unless VOR gets his mantises in range, which he will. As we can see, we've got a lab and a mantis, which is currently being attacked by 2 MA-12 striker tanks, as we can clearly see. Obviously, VOR is macroing that, so was macroing, so he doesn't get hit, but obviously not doing it very well now. As we can see, we've got another lab moving up the right hand side of Pebble's base. As we can see, Pebble is starting to be very aggressive with his ACU. We also have a forward land factory being built by a T1 engineer, which is currently being killed, but there is 5 mantises on the hunt for the MA-12 strike tanks of Tag Pebble's, but his ACU will be there shortly. As we can see, VOR is going down the opposite route of Pebble, but Pebble does have scout and 3 MA-12 strike tanks, which won't do much damage, but VOR will kill it. As we can see, 2 of them are already heavy damaged, so they had no chance of killing him at all. As we can see, Tag Pebble is now killing the lone land factory of VOR, but VOR is now starting to push up the right hand side. As we can see, Tag Pebble is now gone air as well, and he's already got a T1 attack bomber up. So as we can see, the bomber is just currently stationing off the sea, so he's waiting for the perfect attack move to do the most damage to VOR's base. As we can see what the bombers do, the bombers Bomber aimed for the radar, and the radar is now being killed. So that's 1 kill for the bomber. As we can see, the bomber is now aiming for the engineers. 2 of them got a direct hit, and 2 of them being killed. But they did get a T1 point defense up, which Tag Pebble is now killing. 500 health, 300, 200, 100. Point defense is now being killed, but done quite a lot of damage to Tag Pebble's ACU. VOR is on the right hand side of the base, on the right hand side of the map. Got a land factory built, so obviously he's going to start doing forward pushing. But Tag Pebble is well aware of this, and he's building a T1 point defense surrounded by walls. He's also got a T2 power generator, T2 mass extractor up, and he's building 2 more land factories. The 1-star veteran C bomber, which 5 kills, is now currently causing hell at VOR's base, which is currently the bomber has now been killed. Nope, the bomber survived. Just VOR managed to get a second T1 point defense up in his base, but it's now just being killed. The 2 engineers assisting it is now just being killed. No, one of the engineers have survived with 25 health, but the bomber didn't survive it. As we can see now, we've got VOR pushing up the right hand side of the map, but the T1 point defense is doing exactly what it's been asked to do. Fend them off, but Tag Pebble has 3 bombers in the air, currently killing VOR on the right hand side of the map. But Tag Pebble is at the bottom of VOR's base, about to kill the hydrocarbon power plant. So obviously VOR is at a distinct disadvantage in this match at the moment. And Tag Pebble has more land units up than VOR at the moment. VOR is currently trying to retreat into the sea, by the looks of it. You can see Tag Pebble now has 5 land factories up, producing units, while VOR just has 4. 3 in his base and 1 at the FOB, forward operating base. VOR is now decided to push up closer to the mass of Tag Pebble's units. As we can see, Pebble's trying to go after the mass extractors of VOR. VOR is now pushing into the small bulk of Tag Pebble's forces, which is currently taking heavy damage, and is now deciding to retreat after that failed miserably. Tag Pebble is still causing hell at VOR's base with 21 kills. So VOR doesn't have a clue what he's doing now to cope, but VOR has just built 2 more point defences up in his base to try and fend him off. So this is quite interesting. VOR is currently fighting Tag Pebble in his base, but is currently getting surrounded by Tag Pebble's entire force, while Tag Pebble causes hell at VOR's base, and not much VOR can do about it. As we can see, Tag Pebble is pushing his forwards that we're on the left hand side of the map down to the right, in the process killing the T1 land factory. But will it be killed before they move away? Done 600. Done. Yep. The land factory. No, the land factory has survived. No. Artillery shell, and the land factory just killed with the last artillery shell of the movement. So VOR is just currently building T1 power generators and another land factory where his ACU is. Obviously, Pebble is now going to start pushing units into VOR's base. So VOR is now building power generators. Yep, VOR is now being eco-crashed. Which basically means he's running out of mass, he hasn't got enough power to produce a mass, and all that. As we can see, VOR is somehow just trying to stay alive, but Tag Pebble's ACU is now engaging the small yet big, the massive anti-air units, and mantises just outside VOR's base. But VOR has a small force at his ACU as well, but nothing like what Pebble has. So basically, if Pebble attacks now, VOR is literally defenceless unless he runs into the sea. Pebble is now concentrating on VOR's base. VOR does have 3 point defences in his base, which will cause Pebble's ACU quite a lot of problems. As we can see, Pebble's ACU is still trying to recover from the first point defence attack that he did, and as we can see, one of the point defences is just locked on to Pebble's ACU. So this is quite interesting. How will Pebble kill the point defences? How will VOR deal with Pebble's forces at VOR's base? As we can see, we've got 5. We've got quite a land force of VOR is currently now attacking the position of Tag Pebble. Pebble does have 35 kills, make that 36. He's only 4 away from 2-star veterancy, which is another health boost and regen time. As we can see, VOR is currently hightailing it back to his base, but he's been engaged by a lot of Pebble's forces. As we can see, VOR is currently making a run for the sea now after he can't make it back to his base. But will Pebble start blocking him? Oh, Pebble is trying to... No, Pebble doesn't know about the VOR's retreating to the sea. VOR is still trying to... No, Pebble is trying to block him. VOR is basically on the edge of the sea, undergoing heavy assault. The blocking has failed by Pebble, but Pebble looks to be either getting sea units or he'll start getting T2 torpedo bombers. As we can see, Pebble now has 100% map control. Completely limited VOR to his aim. VOR managed to make it into sea, but only with 1000 health. That's quite fortunate for VOR. But will VOR be able to do anything now? 100% map control to Tag Pebble, which isn't a good predicament for VOR. VOR does have attack moves on his engineers, so reclaiming trees within immediate vicinity. Obviously, VOR completely got outdone by Tag Pebble. Tag Pebble rushed his base. Obviously, that done quite a lot of damage to VOR, and VOR can't actually do anything about it. As we can see, we've got an incoming transport by Tag Pebble with 2 engineers aboard. So if we have a look at the income of both players, VOR is got 9 mass income with 220 power, while Tag Pebble's got 132. Obviously, he's reclaiming unit stuff. He's got an income of 27 and a power outcoming of 330. So obviously Pebble is got quite a big difference going on. As we can see, Pebble is now making his move. Pebble is now trying to get away from the T1 point defences, but there's still 2 up, so obviously Pebble wants them killed before he starts assaulting them. As we have a look, VOR is now back out the sea, obviously regaining health to 2,500. Pebble is being attacked by a buttload of mantises, currently absolutely demolishing Pebble's force that he had near his ACU. Absolutely demolished it. Obviously that shows the proof of how good mantises are. As we can see, VOR is currently being assaulted by the units that killed him, that almost killed him at the sea. He's on 1-star veterancy. Obviously he got a health boost. Pebble is hightailing it. Pebble is trying to get all of his units at a time. VOR is down to 3,000 health. Obviously VOR is trying to move his mantises in to try and help assist his ACU, but obviously couldn't assist him quick enough. Obviously VOR was trying to get an engineer out to the other island, but failed. Got intercepted by an MA-12 strike tank of Pebble's. Pebble is literally got 500 more units by the looks of it. VOR is currently out of the water, now retreating back in, so basically Pebble needs to get T2 air up fast and start getting torpedo bombers, and he's doing that. 70% upgrade on his T1 air factory. He's building more power generators to accommodate it. He's also got a T1 naval factory up with subs building. So obviously VOR is in a bad predicament here. He's either going to go back to his base, or he's going to get torpedo bombed and subbed in the water. Either way, good game. Obviously Pebble pushing into his base really damaged VOR's build and game. But this is still being quite good. VOR is back out the sea, but Pebble is now pushing him again. VOR is now hightailing it back into the water, so Pebble can't really get much. No, Pebble, yep. VOR is currently on the border of the water. Hopefully trying to make it back to his base in time by the looks of it. As we can see, Pebble does have a T1 sub out, so obviously if VOR does go back into the water, the sub is there to kill him. VOR has upgraded to a T2 land factory. He's starting building fire beetles. Obviously this will kill him. VOR is now trying to hightail it back to his base, but he's under heavy artillery bombardment and VOR has now just been killed. It's a good game to VOR and Pebble wins round 2. So thank you for watching, and I'll see if I can find another game to start casting.